Aw, she's so tall.
She got so tall. If I was Violet, I would have looked at Xaden and said, you need to get your together. The wind is just a lot today, so ignore everything about my hair. Well, hello, I'm Erica. I'm Odd. I am off to see my good friend Riley at Hello, I'm Riley. You've seen her on the channel many times. She's a very chill night. I'll probably show you guys a little bit of Piper because Miss Piper got famous by her mommy posting her on TikTok. Little Miss Piper has 10.2 million views. Piper is a star. What can we say? But before I go to this coffee shop, I want to hit the bookstore that's nearby. They're closing in like 15 minutes, so I'm probably not going to be able to spend a whole lot of time in there. I just want to skim their books. I have not been in here forever. So want to see if there's anything new that catches my eye and just go from there. Hi. Okay, again, the wind is just winding. Did not find anything at the bookstore, which is totally fine. I did see that the guy who wrote Before the Coffee Gets Cold has another book. I really want to go through that series. I don't know why I'm having such a difficult time reading it, especially with my dyslexia. It might be because it's translated, which is no insult to the translator or anything. It's just the way some sentences are phrased in another language kind of translates funny to English. So I have some difficulties for that, but I'm sure that they would say the same thing, that some phrases in English translate very weird in other languages. I'm sure. I mean, with all of the slang and stuff that we have, I'm absolutely positive that that is the case, but I did not find anything there, but that's okay. What I will say is there's a group of girls that came in, and just to be clear, if you walk into a bookstore and you walk up to the table that every bookstore has a table with the most popular books of last year and recently. If you deliberately walk into a bookstore like these girls did and then just start loudly on all of the books that are there. I mean, they went on a rant about Dune for 5 minutes, and I was only in there for 15 minutes because they were closing. She went on a 5-minute rant about Dune. Now listen, I haven't watched Dune. I probably won't. I've been thinking about it, but I probably won't, and that's okay. You don't have to like every single franchise out there. But she just was she's like, I just don't get it. It's stupid. It's stupid because I can't understand it. I don't know how other people understand it, and it's just dumb. Listen, just because you don't understand a universe or something in a book doesn't mean that it's horrible. Everybody can have an opinion on a book. I'm like, well, you didn't give the world a chance. You gotta get into the world building. It's a thing. But just so you know, if you go into bookstores just to openly be pretentious and just hate on because you're bored, not a single person in that bookstore is going to agree with you on anything that you are loudly saying. Just so you know. I just felt the need to get that off my chest. All right, I'm gonna go and then head to hers. I didn't know if you wanted to be in the vlog at all. That's why I haven't filmed us. So we all heard that on camera. Riley does not want to be on camera. I am not being a bad friend and using her cat. Oh my god, are you so excited? Hello? Oh, that was very cute.
Aw, she's so tall.
She got so tall.
Ridiculously tall.
Her little airplane ears, are you kidding me? So Piper, how do you feel with your newfound fame? Is it difficult? Is it true the rumors about you and Pete Davidson? No comment. Is it serious with him? Has he gotten a tattoo for you yet? Branded, anything. Kim K got branded. You have some competition. Oh my god, you're so vicious with this. What about Leonardo DiCaprio? You're still in his age range. You have options. Look at your little airplane ears.
She is famous.
She has such little airplane ears.
I love the horror shirt in the middle of March.
Oh, thank you. It's constant. It's just in my wardrobe. She loves these things. That's it. Oh god. That's it. I know, it's all gone. Okay, so I want to kick off this part of the vlog. I just got home from work. It's like, I don't know, the afternoon. Finally finished Iron Flame, and I want to talk about it. By the way, I just got into Poppy. This one's strawberry lemon. I have the root beer too. The root beer, I will say, if you're gonna have a Poppy and you want like one of the soda flavors, I haven't tried the other two. The other two do have caffeine. Those are like the only ones I know that have caffeine, but the root beer doesn't. And the first sip of root beer tastes like chapstick. If you power through, it does taste like root beer and you like get used to the taste. This one, the strawberry lemon, honestly, probably one of the best ones I've had. I've been really into these like prebiotic and probiotic sodas because, as we know, I used to try like these probiotic yogurts on my shorts and I just was not getting anything. It was such a texture issue. But these, even though they are like $2 a can, they're a little bit expensive. I kind of justify it in the sense of like, well, this way I'm drinking less soda because I'm such a Pepsi girl. It is insane. I love Pepsi. It's like my one kryptonite. It's like, well, when I have this, I know that I'm doing something like kind of good for myself, and it's also really enjoyable. So these are delicious. Definitely gonna make the strawberry lemon like a mixer in the summer. But back to Iron Flame. I finally powered through and just finished it. Here's what I will say. Everyone had me so scared to finish Iron Flame because they're like, oh my god, the end! Seeing people's reaction to the end, how they're like sobbing and breaking down, I was like, oh my god, okay, it's the worst of the worst. And then it was spoiled a little bit for me, so I was like, oh, okay, it's not the worst of the worst. I'm trying to give this little review without spoiling it for you guys. It wasn't as bad as everybody hyped it up to be, if that makes sense, where I read it and I'm like, yes, this was spoiled for me, but also I kind of predicted this. You could very much kind of feel the direction it was going. It wasn't like Fourth Wing. The end of Fourth Wing broke my heart and then it shocks you at the end. Fourth Wing was so much better than Iron Flame. Iron Flame wasn't bad. I will say I gave like Fourth Wing 5 stars. I give this one like a 4, maybe a 3.5. It felt like the author was just trying to sort of fill pages where it was like, oh, well, we'll have some more miscommunication here and some more miscommunication there, and then we will like have them make up but then have more miscommunication and all this stuff. And the whole thing was just, I appreciate a good miscommunication trope where I'm like, oh, they have to build the miscommunication so then like the relationship becomes stronger than ever. And it like kind of happened in this, but not really. Hear me out. You're at a Dragon War college. This is not a spoiler. You're dealing with like a corrupt government, right? I feel like your boyfriend being a it's probably not going to be the primary concern of your life, at least for me. If I was Violet, I would have looked at Xaden and said, you need to get your together or else I am gone. I will take this dragon and I will leave. Watch me. I'm taking Andarna. I'm taking the child. You don't get to see her anymore. But that's also like who I am in relationships, where I'm like, hey, we miscommunicated and I don't like it, so we're gonna sit down and figure it out. And whether or not we're together at the end of this is to be seen, but either way, we're discussing it. I definitely am like the no bullshit person in the relationship. I'm not the passive aggressive, like, no, it's fine. I look at them and I go, it's not fine, and here's A, B, and C, Y, and subplots of A, B, and C in detail of why this is an issue for me. Fix it. Like, that's who I am. Some people are passive aggressive. I'm aggressive aggressive. Overall, I do enjoy the book. I think it's definitely like, I think the whole point of it was just sort of like a world building, and they needed to create sort of a wild subplot for the plot of the next book. We have no idea when the next book's coming out, but I really hope that like the third book brings back a lot of what we loved about Fourth Wing, and I hope it moves faster than Iron Flame. But do I think Iron Flame is probably really important to this franchise nonetheless? Yes, I do. Would I recommend it? Yes, I would. I think you'll still like it, but I know that a lot of people are having the same sort of feelings that I am, where it's like, oh, that was not Fourth Wing. But now that that's done, I need to finish my laundry. I just need to get some chores done. I'm gonna go see the Bob Marley film later on today, so I'll probably give you a review of that. But that's where I'm at as far as like reading goes. Okay, so the Bob Marley movie, to give my final review and kind of close out this vlog, because I feel like if I wasn't talking to you guys about some sort of art that I consumed this week at some point in the vlog, especially at the end, it would not feel like one of my vlogs, like if we just didn't end up here chilling. You know what I mean? The Bob Marley movie was so beautiful, I have to say. And I've always been a fan of Bob Marley, and I'm a big fan of like a lot of music. The only genre that I really is not my fave is country. Sue me. Like I've said before, there are some country artists that I like. I like a very wide range of music, and so Bob Marley has always been on that list for me. And so Dad and I decided to go see that today, and I think it was a really fantastic movie. I give it 5 stars. Honestly, it was wonderful. What I will say that was not wonderful is that people next to me were hammered. So the theater I went to serves adult beverages. They went back and had like 6 beers each, I swear. Oh my god, it was a very, very good movie, but those people were very, 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 very drunk. It was a man and a woman there. I think that the chick was definitely more drunk than the dude. I think that he cut himself off at one point because somebody has to drive. But I saw her just like tossing him back, and she's sitting there in the theater going and just like doing the moves to the disco, and she's back in it, baby. And I was like, all right, you get it, girl. But I do highly recommend the movie if you're just looking for something fun and relaxing and really sort of inspirational. It's a good one. But that is it for today's video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Please be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.